There are very good reasons why you shouldn't be trusting just a man's words. So that's what we're going to cover today. So let's go home first and let's talk about exactly why you shouldn't be trusting just a man's words. All right, talk soon.
Alright, we are back. Hey, it's Dishan here, the founder of Commitment Triggers, where we teach you how to show up as a high value, high status woman whom easily inspires a deep sense of emotional commitment from men. Alright, welcome to my new segment called 2 Minute Tuesdays, where I'm going to be addressing a certain topic in 2 minutes or less, because I wanted to create small enough bite-sized chunks of content so that you can consume it easily without having to go through 10 or 15 minutes of video like I used to do. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about 3 very good and very important reasons why you shouldn't be trusting just a man's words. Alright, so let the countdown timer begin. Let's go. Okay, reason number 1 of why you shouldn't be trusting just a man's words. Because words are cheap. Words are cheap. Think about it. It's the number 1 way us human beings deceive others, with our words, right? I mean, us human beings, we are smart. All of us, we are smart. And we are super good at deceiving others. In fact, some scientists would even consider the theory that we have our big noggins, we have our big brains, big neocortex, for the pure purpose of deceiving others. Now, I know that sounds a little bit evil, but when it comes to evolution, it's all about getting a step ahead of our competition. So remember, words are cheap. Okay, reason number 2 of why you shouldn't be just trusting a man's words. Because sometimes it's easy to get sucked in by the right words, especially for women. It's easy to get sucked in by the right words. And guess who tends to use the right words? Smooth talkers. Smooth talkers. The people who are really, really good with knowing what to say and when to say it. And you know why they're so good at it? Because they've had a lot of practice. They've had a lot of practice. So sometimes the smoother a guy is, the more you have to be cautious, the more you have to test, the more you have to poke and prod him to see who he really is behind the masks. Oh, and by the way, it is easy to get sucked in by the right words when you've been deprived of certain things like attention, praise, connection, all these things. So just be wary of that. Okay, reason number 3 of why you shouldn't just trust a man's words. Because when you trust a man's words, you tend to turn a blind eye to his actions, his habits, his character. And instead, you hold on to those words as if they were everything. Now, I understand why sometimes we hold on to words, because words are tangible. Words are right there, we can hold on to them. Whereas his habits, actions, and intent, not so much, not so tangible. So you can't really pinpoint something, you can't really grasp something. You can feel it, but you can't hold on to it. And I understand why sometimes we hold on to words, but just remember, words are cheap. So if we're not going to be trusting his words, then what do we do? What do we trust? What do we put our trust into? Because I do want you to have trusting relationships. I do want you to have deeply committed relationships, and you can't do it without trust. So what should you put your trust in? Well, the answer is his actions, his behavior, his habits, his intent, his character, all these things. And to do that, obviously you're going to have to go deeper. You're going to have to dig deeper into who is this person? Who is this person beyond the masks that he's wearing? And the real question that you have to ask yourself is this: are this man's actions, behaviors, habits, intent congruent with his words? Are they congruent with his words? That's the real question here. And how do you answer that question? You do it by testing him. You do it by taking him out of the routine and stripping away those masks and test him. You can ask him tough questions like, if you could have $1 billion, or if you could fall in love for the rest of time, which one would you rather? See, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to figure out who this man is. So don't be afraid to ask him the tough questions and really see how he responds. I hope that made sense and I hope that was useful. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to let me know what tough questions you would like to ask the men of your life. What tough questions do you have in store for them? All right, that's all from me. This is Dishan here. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye for now.
Alright guys, subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this. Now I've got some real juicy stuff to be published very soon. Oh, also I've recently created an Instagram account. Yep, I've resisted this long, but now I have one. So if you want to see all my dorky photos on Instagram, I'll add the link below in the description. And as always, leave a comment below. Alright, love to hear from you. Talk to you soon.